And there we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Celeste Silver Cord here. Let me get some of my Palo Santo going. And we are going to do just a quick all signs for everybody. As always, information on readings and all that good jazz in the description below. If you like them, please spank my bell, click my like button, tell me that you like it, guys. And we are going to get into some collective messages for everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle my Earth Magics for the collective, and I'll flip over one of these for each sign. I'll shuffle my Dark Mirrors, flip one of those for each sign, the shadow aspects, and advice on how to deal with readings that you're getting. The readings that I do are 3 lines. I call it 3D, 4D, 5D. So it's like 3D is like physically going on around you. 4D is kind of like the mental state of you and those around the situation. And 5D is kind of what everybody's higher selves are trying to tell everybody about what's going on. I don't know about y'all, but I work with a lot of different energies, and that's just the best way I have to describe it. So whatever you feel, source attachment or your 5D, that's what it is. I always see 60 as the Akashic Records. That's what I tap into when I do my past life twin flame readings. I would also like you guys' opinion on those, on whether I should roll and do 2 signs or roll and just do 1 sign. Which one do you like better? Because I did 2 so far. 1 was for Aquarius and 1 was for Aries and Gemini. So you guys go check those out and tell me which one you think, which one would you prefer? Like if I rolled your sign, would you like me to roll a second sign, or would you just rather me just read just your past life twin flame stories? Good morning, good morning. All right, so those are set. And we are going to start with Aries. What is going to be going on with Aries this weekend and this week? I'm going to go ahead and do these for Friday to Friday because I think I'm going to just stick with doing them on Fridays. All right. Looking sweet on the 5D line so far, Aries. Let's see what the other lines have to say before I get started on that. I like to shuffle and deal from 5D down to 3D, and then I read them from 3D back up to 5D. Good morning, good morning. Now, I've been saying, too, I just woke up feeling like a major shift has happened. I don't know if it's daylight savings time or what it is. Oh, Aries, I'm so excited. I hope everybody's just going to come out like this. Let's see. Oh, man. All right, this is beautiful, y'all. This is absolutely gorgeous. All right, Aries. So you have coming into a lot of power right now. So we got Ace of Cups here, which I always say is like the fountain of love card. You're perceived as very loving right now, quick thinking, perceptive, able to use your words wisely, really got a sense of the direction that you're going in and the teams that you're building, balancing out that money and love and work and all that is doing really good for you. And even at the end here, you got the 6 here, which is the generosity card, which is I am able to be generous, but I'm not going to allow people to take advantage of me in this deck because she's got that cross in the front. So that is some wicked 3D you got going on, Aries. For the 4D, you have the Princess of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Fool. So even on the 4D, it's like you found this give and receive with the universe, with your synchronicities and your energy and things of that nature. You've really assigned positive memories to the past and kept the good memories, assigned lessons to the bad memories, and really moved on from that energy and really found how to make that fountain of love, that 9 of Cups energy yourself. I love how there's a full moon in all 3 of these. And just with this one, I got a sense of keep an eye out for the eclipses and how they might be affecting your sign. King of Cups, I do sense a connection on that level coming in and a lot of emotional balance in this connection that's going on. And the universe is going to be calling you to take a leap of faith again, too. And I think you sense it coming. And what is that leap going to be around? 2 of Cups connection. 5D, there's a 2 of Cups connection. Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords. So I see this connection having can have you a lot in your head, but that is really because you got the 2 of Pentacles again. That is what you've been learning to balance. These connections on these higher levels. You're no longer allowing them to distract you and distort you, and cause you to self-sabotage in a way. And you're moving into a really, really passionate energy coming up, Aries. These shifts are going to be crazy. And Aries, we got Mars getting ready to go direct on the 13th. So fire signs, Aries especially, have been waiting for this for a while. Keep following your instincts. You are not fated to suffer. You are not fated to suffer. I'll keep saying that over and over again. Nowhere are you required to be miserable. No, nobody came with those storylines. Everybody came with challenges to overcome and things of that nature. But we did not come here to suffer. We came to transcend suffering. All right. It's a big message for Aries. All right. Taurus. More. Oh, that's funny because I saw it on the bottom of the deck and I was like, I wonder if it'll come out. And then it fell out halfway through the next shuffle. If you want to know, it's the Wheel of Fortune card on your 5D line. I'll give you that one now, Taurus. So hopefully everybody's going to be feeling these wonderful energy shifts coming up and embracing the energy shifts rather than being afraid of them because of the fear propaganda going on right now. Taurus, you're picking up a lot of powerful energy too. Nothing scary yet. This is going to come down to, this is it, guys. This is how are you deciding to handle the situations coming right now? All right, Taurus. I see you being passionate and recognizing your web, your connections, your things that you are in control of, strings that you can pull and work with, and those who you are attached to, and those who you needed to move away from. right? I see that you also are developing a good ride or die team here, especially when it comes to areas of money, a good team, good people around you, connections that help further you along those areas of career, especially in the 3D. I do see a rite of passage. There was some people that you are going to have to move away from. Those who have a problem with overindulging in can cause you to overindulge in, well, bad influences is usually the Four of Cups here. For me, anyway. It's, yeah. And thought processes, like the overindulging can be overindulging in thinking too much and things of that nature, and moving on from those toxic connections without dragging them behind you like a giant weight. For your 4D lines, I see you've been putting in a lot of prudence in your work areas like that. You're really hitting that frequency of abundance and love. King of Pentacles, Prince of Swords, Prince of Pentacles. So it's like you're getting control over the earthly type stuff, right? You're getting control of that. You're still a little bit sharp with your words, and you can still be a little bit immature when it comes to the money stuff. But I do see a big shift in, yeah, because these two are being pulled forward. Being pulled, what do you got? By an eagle and by an ox. So it's like you're still moving in a very positive direction. And your mind is with you on this positive transformation that you're going through. You got the High Priest seizing into your powers, the Two of Rods, really getting up there, out there, seeing where you're going, getting that higher perspective and moving forward. Six of Cauldrons here. Now, Six of Cauldrons, and this one is another, like I said, the overindulging connection here. But she's like, nah, back off. I got my own cup here. Please don't mess up my stuff. And Six of Cups and other decks is like looking back and putting fond memories into the past and things like that, and assigning positive natures. And yes, that is also what it's about. But it's also remembering that, yeah, these connections were what they were. And now you can assign them their positive meanings or their positive lessons. Keep the good memories. Let go of the bad. It's not easy to do, and it does take some time to recuperate after that. And then I got the Ten of Rods here. Understanding that every stick, every burden you choose to pick up is your choice to pick it up and carry it. You can put it down if it's too much. There's no obligation to carry toxic connections. You're not obligated to stay in any type of link that brings you down or makes you feel bad, for sure. Wheel of Fortune, this is a completion of a major cycle for you guys. Do you see it's going to be a lot of bearing your souls and learning who you are on a deep, deep level right now. And this card I find really calls people to, humble yourself to the universe and don't be afraid to be vulnerable with yourself, right? And it's perfectly fine to do this in solitude and learning the strength that comes from being able to be in solitude. And yeah, I think that's pretty clear. Learning the strength of solitude and learning the strength of being able to be alone without having to constantly dwell on past toxic connections. All right. Gemini. How's the lovers doing out there? The twinsies. This swim lane stuff is really trip you guys out. Gemini. Ooh, it's cold this morning. I was chilly a little while ago, but I'm warming up now. One more. Hope you guys are enjoying the shifts right now. Hope everybody is keeping themselves grounded through all these shifting energies and still doing their inner work, still keeping themselves balanced. It has been a task. All right, Gemini. Not sure what you got going on, but beginning and the end of the 3D line here. Get the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. But I'm definitely seeing a dynamic playing out here between masculine and feminine with you, whether with another person or within yourself, for sure. But I do see you get the Ace of Pentacles here, but with him, it's almost kind of like someone who had a lot of luxury things around them. But I sense a strong player energy. In this sense, though, I definitely see you're finding your center passion to be passionate more with yourself and moving away from this type of energy. You don't really see exactly where you're going, but you do know that you want to build it on your own. For sure. And I've been saying that for a lot of people too. Like a lot of times, especially in relationships, you can find yourself dependent on somebody for financial income and things like that. And as soon as that seed is planted that you're stuck, that's when you start being resented for being trapped. So yeah, definitely. I love the energy of working on, making sure that the feminine energy of whatever is going on right now feels like they are empowered within themselves. You got to be able to love yourself so much that it doesn't matter who does or doesn't love you. I do see a lot of codependency chains. That's going to take a lot of words to cut. You're going to have to speak it. You're going to have to get this out of your head and actually speak this into reality if you want to really cut those cords and keep them cut. Because I still see strings still attached to you in the middle here. And you got all them swords right around you. Just pick up one. Just pick up one. Cut them strings off you, all right? Then you will find your passion. Then you will build your empire. But first, you need to cut the cords that have you second guessing yourself and interfering with your thought processes. That is leading you, your instincts are leading you on a good path right now, all right? I got the Queen of Swords and the Emperor right here. So here we go again. The male and the feminine energies are right there. I see definitely a lot of passion from the masculine side on that. This is the 5D thing, but there is a lot of illusions on the 5D. And these illusions are coming to you so that you can face them. You need to see, like she's standing up there, but the reflection down here, she's crying in it. These illusions are here to teach you. Now, here's what I'm going to say too. She's fine up here. She's crying in the reflection. He's crying in the background. She's standing here with her arms up, elated. So there's definitely an unbalance in the energy that nobody's talking about. And it's transcending all the way up to the 5D for you guys. This is a karmic cycle y'all need to complete. All right. Nothing new can be born while you're still dwelling in past energies. If you're still in constant competition with each other, I see a lot of, with her, I just see a lot of resentment towards this energy, but this energy is actually more hurt than you're giving it credit for. And you're in some kind of illusion that you're not seeing that it's causing a lot of pain. And you're going to have to break those illusions if you want to move past these energies. Whew. Like I said, that could either be the balancing of the masculine and the feminine within yourself, or the balancing of the masculine and feminine within some type of soul connection that connects all the way up to that high. All right. Be mindful of this person. Talk about those puppet strings. I talk about this person all the time. This person loves drama. This person loves people to fight over them. This person will never have enough. It will never be enough love. There will never be enough money. There will never be enough time. There will never be enough anything for this person. And they will keep bringing that up and pulling those strings to try to get you to respond in certain ways to entertain them because they're bored with their existence. And they're energy vampires. They're starved for your attention. Shape-shifting. Evolution is supposed to be, you're supposed to constantly be changing throughout your life. That's never supposed to change. And you're supposed to have people with you that are able to adapt and change with you. You know, it's fine and dandy to have a good routine with your partners and things like that, but you guys should always be evolving, doing new things. I mean, my grandfather's in his 80s. He rides his bike 20 miles a day. I mean, he didn't do that in his 40s. He's constantly evolving person. Grandmother too. You're supposed to, long-lasting relationships, you should be allowed to change. And if you're in a situation where you are not allowed to change and make these shape-shifting things for yourself to create your better realities around you, you need to find a way to tap back into that energy and get back to it. All right. That was what? Gems, Cancer. How are my favorite crabs doing? It's funny you guys' sign is crab because I've always found Cancers to be very, very helpful people. They're the kind of person that'll come help you work on stuff and they'll just come to just hang out and do it just because they like helping people. I don't find them to be very crabby. Wheels are definitely turning for you too. I love it. There's a lot of beautiful transformation energy everybody's pulling today. Shouldn't be too cocky. We're only about, a few signs in. Alrighty. It's coming along. All right. I see something that you've been super passionate about. Something to the point where it's even causing you to really reflect on the inside and change a lot of some sort of toxic behaviors and acknowledging things within yourself too. It's like a deep passion. I feel almost like a deep passion for yourself coming in. Just Ace of Swords, but I'm putting myself first and I feel like this is really telling me what I am going to put a solid effort into practicing what I preach, right? What I speak is important, and I want to, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I'm saying that because you also got the Three of Pentacles card. It's till death do us part, but this is about building teams, soul tribes, things like that, or a workforce, partners, things of that nature, right? And it's going to be opening a lot of doorways for you. So that is an awesome projected 3D line for you guys. Up in your head. Here we go. Been making them changes. Been learning to juggle and balance out behaviors and patterns and things of that nature, breaking cycles, learning how to keep things moving. Please do not start a howl. There's a siren going. If my dogs start howling, I apologize. I'm finding you finding a lot of passion within yourselves, right? Queen of Swords, you're taking a high... No, no, no. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. All right, it's gone. Oh my God. All right. Are we done? Enough. I apologize, y'all. That's an ambulance at my house. If anything goes by on the towards the highway, man, just woke the whole house up. All right. We're halfway through Cancer. I apologize. Making changes, being really fired up and passionate about something right now. Queen of Swords is coming in, right? Higher perspective, seeing things that you need to cut out, using your words and intellect to solve these problems. I see a lot of getting control over your own mind. And that definitely showed in the 3D line as well. There you go. Four of Pentacles again here, really working with your power to build things on the lower levels for yourself. And you plan on being very prudent about it. So definitely keep working on those skills. Keep moving in that direction. You are doing an awesome job right now. Big shifts for people. You spend a lot of time reflecting inward and taking care of your passions on the inside and following the white rabbit and doing your research and really empowering yourself. And now you are radiating that energy for sure. But now when you radiate that much energy, you attract a lot of attention. Do not be tempted by things that will pull you off of your path and distract you. Mindful of foxes here, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is pulling you. And it has a warning here about money here just at the end. And it's just like, be mindful that you're not being a miser, that you're not defending your money so much. Because when you go into a defensive mode, it puts out a frequency of lack. So it's still finding a balance there for you guys. Sacrifice. You've either had to sacrifice a lot that you need to go ahead and let go of, or there are sacrifices yet to still be made, but that will be a big feature coming up for you. Anything you sacrifice is dead weight, dragging you behind, keeping you from reaching your new beginnings. It's like being tied to an anchor. Yeah, I feel like whatever you need to sacrifice is some sort of energy that is anchoring you. Be it a toxic job or a toxic relationship or a toxic partnership or a friendship or whatever, something has got you weighed down and needs to be cut loose so that you can finally make it around the bend into your new beginnings. Whew. Cancer. Leo. For Cancers. Got a whole dog howl. All right. Leo. How are my Leos doing? I'm a Leo rising. I've been buzzing since the Lionsgate portal a few months ago, back in August. Actually met another Leo the other night. A very masculine woman who rides around with a very large speaker. She was funny though. She was super cool. Hey, Leo, your reading is a little bit more intense. See if all this worry is transcending down. Though it usually does. Let's see what we got here. All right. Got a little bit more color on my charcoal over here. All right, Leo. You were definitely emboldened and impassioned to do something that caused you a lot of strife. But I find that you found a lot of emotional balance through this by identifying what rods that you wanted to carry and what rods that you didn't want to carry anymore. And you're trying to release toxic connections that aren't doing you any favors. They make you look ugly. They make you look mean, right? But we got the Five of Pentacles here at the end. So it's like there's still worry, especially around money, conflicts that are going to affect your money. All right. Got the Eight of Cups on the 40, but in this deck, it's like they're walking towards the end of the pier. Whatever you're walking away from, you didn't cut the cords enough. It's going to come back up. You're going to have to turn around, walk past it again to get through it again. You didn't process it all the way, which is why it's still on your mind all the time, which is why you're at a frequency of worry and lack. You know, you got to release it. So, because it shows here, as soon as you release it, what luxury can come in. This is also the Four of Cups, but you have to be paying attention to the universe chucking cups at your head. You're like, oh, I'm going to just sit here and cry over these empty cups in my lap. Meanwhile, the universe is like chucking cups at your head. It's like you don't even see the possibilities around you right now if you're stuck in a spot of worry. All you can see is doors closing. You're not paying attention to doors that are opening for you. And this is all a mental game you're playing with yourself. Because the 3D line was fine until we hit that 5D. Cutting people out, conflicts, that all happens in life. Time to find out remind yourself what you're really passionate about, right? You know, the King of Fire is a visionary. You know, he figures things out. He finds ways of passionately doing things. And when you put him with the King of Cups and the other kings, it's about finding that balance within yourself. So it's finding that passion that balances you and can help you get out of that mental worry trap that you have going on right now. On the 5D, there's still conflicts with the connection. I see a very disciplined and controlling masculine going on here. You got the lone man energy, like you're stuck, but you're trying to see now, and that's why I said that you're working on it, because I can get a big sense that you are trying to process it. And that's what the lone man energy is about. It's about being still for a second. It's about, like, he's not worrying about the coins falling out. He's not worrying about any of that. You got lotus flowers of transformation here, unfoldment, the moth, the stag, the crow bringing in messages. So it's good that you're grounding right now, because I feel like you're the one stepping out of whatever this is here. I feel like there's kind of a third-party situation going on, someone who's sticking their nose into things. There's someone who's super-duper controlling and causing conflicts with those around you. And I see you're just kind of off to the side while they're fighting in the background. And this is going on even up to the 5D connection. So this is like what people are thinking about each other, the energy that they're casting about each other when they go and they're interacting, things of that nature. And you're just like, man, I am meditating and I'm trying my best not to worry and think about what's going to happen after these two get done fighting. All right. So big message for you is mind your thoughts and words, Leo. Just mind your thoughts and words before you speak. I am a triple fire sign. I know how easy it is to get annoyed with certain things like this. And then Leos are also very intellectual. So you're overthinking, one. And then when you're speaking, make sure that you're thinking then, you know what I'm saying? Process it. If I say this, how are they going to respond? You know how they're going to respond. So if you know how they're going to respond, you can break your normal response to them and start breaking those cycles. Be mindful you're not deluding yourself, and be worried about anybody else who's also have an addiction. If this isn't you, this is someone around you, and it's a dangerous energy to have around. That could bleed you money for sure. Worrying about paying for an addiction can definitely put you into a frequency of lack, whether it's yours or whether it's somebody else's. So mindful about what burdens you are picking up. It said that you are trying to defend those in the 3D from this, and it's causing you a lot of worry. The flow of energy should be effortless. You know, we talk about that all the time, about how it's like things not working out in the worst moments in your life, transcending you onto a path that things just started falling into place. That's alignment. When you're aligned, things work out effortlessly. Like you don't have to, and when I say effortlessly, it doesn't mean that there was no work put into it. It just means the work that you put in didn't even feel like work. Get what I'm saying? All right, Leo, Virgo. Yeah, I notice this a lot too. It's like as soon as you can kind of watch it play out in the zodiac, everybody's at different spots of it, right? Some people, it's like the collective energies hit us like 6 months before it hits everybody else. We go through a lot of changes. Like Aries just went through a lot, and I've noticed that as the planets and everything starts shifting into the other sides, the sides and zones that have already been through it and already processed the cycle are having an easier time, and other people are just starting to rotate into it. Mm-hmm. All right, Virgo. We got the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful energies that you're coming out of, but I see some sort of game, but this isn't a fun game because this is a Joker, that's the player card. This is reverse. This is like the ending of a game that was being played. And then you've got the two kings here, King of Swords and the King of Wands. So it's like you got the King of Swords, who's the clear-thinking intellectual. You got the King of Wands, who's the visionary entrepreneur. And I sense this is really just a seizing onto this masculine energy within yourself. The visionary, the ego persona, the whatever game has ended. See, I find it weird because it's like that game card in the middle, because it's like such good energy here. And this is just extremely masculine energy on this side, which could leave you a bit unbalanced. But then you got the Queen of Cups and the King of Rods here. Does it feel like you're, even on a 3D level, you've been involved in some kind of game? Let's see what the 40 has to say about that. Of course, you guys would be confusing. Let's see if what's on your mind helps at all. I do see nurturing, so that was right above the Queen of Cups, the Hangman. So it was like almost being in gratitude, but being stuck, like things like not bottomed out, but like, yeah, things were growing exponentially fast, and then it kind of slowed down, but I don't see why that would put you out of any positive energies there. So you get the Hangman here, so it's still kind of stuck, but not stuck, right? Rite of passage. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out the science behind it. I'm trying to work it out. do feel oppression and a mental prison, though. So I feel kind of almost like you might be trapped in a persona or trapped in a role that you've put yourself in, and maybe that's the game that you want to end. And you're just trying to figure it out, and you're trying to figure out what burdens do you want to put down, what do you want to reveal, what do you want to leave alone, what do you want to carry, and you're just really going to be up in your head deciding on what to cut out, what not to cut out. I sense a lot of not wanting to hurt anybody else's feelings, fear of losing something because you are in a positive area on the 3D line, but you want to stop the game. On the 5D line, I got the 7 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, because it's almost like, and I say what, they sipped out of too many different cups, and now you're worried about spilt cups around you. You're not paying attention to what's behind you. This is what your 5D is trying to tell you guys. This is the energy, too, that you're kind of moving from, because there's been messages coming in. Messages most likely about money, trying to find new abundant frequencies for you. But there still needs to be a truce made somewhere. There's some truce that needs to be made in a connection that you can re-seize on your power here. Might even need a truce between the feminine and the masculine energies, either within a connection or within yourself. I said a truce, not revenge. Revenge is a nasty frequency to be in. It will not do you any favors, right? You need to be able to call a truce. Make a choice to not allow it to bother you anymore. There's no need for you to dwell in and pull up, and that'll get you stuck in 9 of Swords too. What? Thinking ill on others. You don't want to be in that frequency for sure. Lean back towards your ancestors. Seize on some power there. Think about how, like I say, think about how easy we have it now compared to what our ancestors had to go through. And it'll help you release a lot of this current, like a lot of the stuff that we hold on to is just nonsense today's society programming telling you to be upset about shit you don't need to be upset about. I mean, really think about how hard it was and how badass warriors are in your genetics, and really seize up on that power and call on them for guides and guidances. And they will help you navigate this. You don't need revenge. You don't need revenge. If someone did something shitty to you, karma will take care of it. Karma, law of attraction, whatever. If casting out shitty energy will come back. Don't let that person be you. All right, Libra. Libra. Libra, I see a lot of positive energy going on here. All right, Libra. I see you've been really standing strong in who you are and not being afraid to Morning. Not being afraid to defend yourself in those fronts, even if it's been causing a bit of conflict. You've really found where you can celebrate with good, healthy connections. So you don't mind defending yourself from a toxic connection, even if it causes a conflict. And then you are quick to go and find those who you can have a positive connection with. I do feel that sometimes you need to defend these positive connections from things, and you have to defend your right that you need them. Libras can be very floaty people. They love to talk and chatter and have a good time. So if you get someone around you that's trying to control you a little bit, forcing you to defend your connections, you might want to be just be mindful of that. And then make sure that you just keep your emotions balanced. You keep tending to your garden, you keep taking care of you. All right, up on the 40 lines, what's going on in everybody's head? I still got the 7 of Wands. You're still defending yourself, defending your connections, and defending your way. And then you get the King of Cups here again, balancing your emotions while you're doing it, casting fair judgment on your connections. I see this really as, it's where I see this as kind of like you, and you're focusing your energy and where you want to send your positive connections to those that you love, those that you have the 3 of Cups with, those that you have a good time. I see that you've really been diving into some creative skills and learning how to balance out those energies between, being creative and being responsible. You're in a really good headspace there, Libra. This is awesome. All right, so for the 5D line, what is this guide trying to tell you? Keep radiating that beautiful light. Keep that attitude, that gratitude you guys got going on. Be in control of your words, though. Be mindful that you don't say anything that's offensive. Like usually he's out to hurt your feelings. He puts some thoughts before he thinks about what he says before he just says it. So he's just saying, be mindful of that. I do see a very, very strong soul connection. That's a very loving energy that's going back and forth for you guys on the 5D. And the stars are aligned to keep feeding you synchronicities about this connection, all right? Just keep it in a healthy headspace. Don't let this distract you from the whole world. Don't turn it into a fantasy or anything else like that. But you guys are pretty good at that with being your airy selves. Airy. But there is a lot of beautiful connections going on for you at the 5D. And I think it's because you put in the effort to make sure that you are sending positive energy to your soul tribe, to your soul cluster, and you're not allowing yourself to dwell on too much negative energy. I do see atonement here. Like for some reason, now she's facing her atonement. What? She's facing her karma. What? Things from the past, lifestyle choices, things that you need to work through, decisions that you've made in the past have come back up. And you're owning it right now, and you're paying your atonement to see how let it finish playing out. The only way to end the cycle, to pay your karmic debt, is to allow it to finish playing out. All right. This one says, just keep communing with spirit. If that's what you feel like you're doing, as long as you're not getting yourself stuck in a headspace where you feel like you're fated to suffer. Because see, she's not suffering through it. She's not bleeding. She's not in pain. She's standing. She's facing the light, and swords are coming in at her back. Well, that's going to happen, because you're walking away from these toxic connections. So, of course, they're going to keep throwing some toxicity at you. But she's just bearing in mind, I did take on these connections. I'm going to atone for them. And eventually it will stop. Keep communing with spirit. It will keep guiding you, down these paths that you are walking right now. Keep communing with spirit. Keep looking for your synchronicities. Keep looking for those signs. Keep, sharing them with your soul tribe. We love that. My favorite 143 is Luna. And, that's a big thing for her. She's a Libra. She loves to share her synchronicities and her arts with her friends. So definitely keep doing that, Libra. You guys are on a beautiful timeline right now. Scorpio. See how Scorpio is doing. I just found out that they said the true Halloween is at 15 degrees of Scorpio. So it's on the 7th. No idea how they calculated that before telescopes and stuff. You know, some poor farmer. But yeah, I just found that out the other day. So I thought that was pretty cool. Heard there's a lot going down for the 11/11 lineups too. Getting a sense you guys are getting ready to go through a really big shift. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Here we go. So, starting out with the Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles, which in this deck is the bitten card. So it's like I say third-party situations with Three of Swords, something that can stab you in the heart. Been really bitten by it, and you've really focused on it. But there has been a deceit. So the King of Pentacles here. Right, so there's a deceit, and you're trying to get control back over a situation. But there's a hard choice that's going to need to be made here soon. That's your 3D line. 4D up in your head. What has happened here, it looks like that you were in a very loving, so now you had the Three of Swords underneath. Here's the Three of Cups. So this is almost feeling like this is like within a soul tribe rather than a relationship, that some sort of deceit or something has been going on, because that was what was playing out that you might not have been paying attention to, but what has come to light and is in the thought process now is this connection that was having a lot of success. Right over the deceit card is the codependency string cards. So it might not even be you that's the codependent string. Somebody could be a codependent string on you. And I just sense that a lot of people didn't live up to their expectations. They weren't who they said they were. This is a large tribe. It was just a lot of disappointment in someone that you thought was, you know, you had expectations. You had expectations. It was probably expectations on things that they had said and they had promised. And there's just been some disappointment that you're getting over now. But now this is the end of a major cycle for you. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. You are being invited to either repeat this cycle with these people or cut them out and find a new pattern of doing things. Find out where that cycle is, how that situation keeps coming back up, or situations like it come up. See how it happened. Recognize the patterns that everybody's playing out right now. Choose in what you want to engage in and what you don't want to engage in, especially if it's third-party gossip shit. It's up to you to involve yourself in it, you know. And if you were the one that didn't hold up your end, because the energies can go either way, or there was a deceit on your part, because, you know, just play it out, roll it out, take that. So I keep saying that's how you guys pay your karmic debt. What the past is always going to come back up. It's always going to come back up. It's how you face it and react to it as to whether you relive the pattern or not. All right. On the 5D lines, I'm seeing like a lot of sense of strength, gaining your own power, walking away. See this card, they're walking away from the Gossip Queen. See, 5D selves are telling you, seize on your power, walk away from the drama. You get the 9 of Cups here, but it's saying don't overindulge, right? Like have a good time, but don't overindulge. Messages will be coming in soon. Messages will be coming in soon. Messages and synchronicities and things pointing in new directions of money where you're passionate at. All right. So messages will be coming in on your purpose and things of that nature that will help you expand more. You just gotta, pay your debts. Whether you made the connection to the deceiver or you deceived somebody, it's just coming back up to play. It has to run its cycle. All right. Roll with it and allow it to end the cycle, and you should be good. Do not trade today for tomorrow. It'll be better tomorrow. I just won't think about it today. Do not pull a Scarlett O'Hara right now. I'll think about it tomorrow. No, think about it today. Process it today. Process pain when you have the chance to process pain. Process hard things when you have a chance to process hard things. Don't bottle them up, because then what happens is you end up having a meltdown in the middle of Walmart. You end up having a massive anxiety attack about something silly, and the next thing you know, you're screaming about a sock being on the floor. That's how that bottles up and comes out as anxiety attacks later. Face your stuff today. And always look at it from a different perspective. Remove yourself out as far back as you can. Keep backing up. I said, one of my favorite things, it's like, look, you are here. In the scope of things, it is really tiny. So the further back you can back yourself up from it emotionally and look at the situation from an outside perspective, and seeing how your responses can cause problems, and then figuring out, who needs you to respond in certain ways, and just, back up and see how the dynamics of your group play around you. The answers are all right there. If it's a cycle going on, the answers are all right there. It's how each person's responding to the other person. It goes back and forth, and you can see it playing out if you just back up a little bit. What does it say? Losing the forest for the trees. You can't see the forest for all the trees. Just need to back up a little bit. All right. Sagittarius. There we go. There it is. Keep getting the Wheel of Fortune for a lot of you guys. I'm doing a water challenge. I can't have anything else till I finish that water. That's the biggest jar I had. Sadly, we're about to come up on your season 2, aren't we? I like, see, Sagittarius season is the only season that I really consider fire season because it's when you can do fires finally out in the backyard. And it feels nice. And there's no mosquitoes. All right, Sag. I see that you guys have gone through a major transformation. You got 10 of Cups right after here. Really grounded and grounded in where you see yourself going. So I do sense a bit of a mental prison on not really seeing how you can get there, but you definitely see where it is you need to go. And also what's keeping you in this mental prison is kind of looking back on the past. I sense it as a way of trying to like recreate the past. Like you've come through a major transformation and now you are a different person. People around you are different people. And it's like you're trying to find a way to recreate the energy of the past. So you can't. But that's the point. That's what makes those past memories so precious. Those, especially the good memories, that's what makes them so precious. It's what, because you're different now. You're not supposed to recreate it again. You're supposed to recreate new memories in new energy, doing new things. Don't try to recreate past memories. I do see you really being open to receiving right now, releasing failures, not holding on to that anymore. I definitely, right in the heart of your 40 line here is the Ace of Cups, but you are just kind of a fountain of love energy right now. Yeah, Prince of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So yeah, so you're still working out the 3D money materialistic aspect thing energy, but you are full on in passion mode when it comes to your intuition. So you know what you want to do. You're just working it out, how that you're going to do it. Like I said, you're still focusing on how to see forward, which is normal and perfectly healthy to be doing. All right. On the 5D line, it does say, I do see that you've moved on from some deceits, made some really strong, healthy soul connections on this. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor because you get the 9 of Pentacles here, attitude of gratitude. But with this energy and these shifts coming in, there will be another hard decision that will need to be made here soon. And with it being on the 5D line, it will just be how long you're going to hold on to the energy of thinking about the deceivers. It's working on releasing those and not letting them bother you anymore. Oh, man. Yeah, see, that's what I'm getting. It's like you're trying to recreate the past and it's not coming out right. And it's not coming out with the same luster that you guys usually have. You guys, I always say, I'm like, Aries are like a laser beam. Leos are like a roaring fire. But Sagittariuses are like the Milky Way galaxies, the sparkles of lights within darkness. But it seems like you're having a hard time finding your sparkle right now. And it's just telling you, go back into what you're passionate about. Not to make money, not to do anything else like that. Just stuff that you really enjoy doing and creating for yourself. Right? Spoil yourself with some of your own passions for a little bit. And I feel like that'll really get you back into, it'll get you back into your sparkly angel instead of colorless angel mode. All right. Sagittarius, Capricorns. I'm getting firsthand lessons on Capricorns because my son is 12 and he's Capricorn. And he's like the only one that I know in person. And it has been an experience because I am an Aries and he is a Capricorn. So he's a goat with horns. So, yeah, we cram a good bit around here. Capricorns. I do giggle with him though because I'm like, he's like his ability for sarcasm. Like the kid could be a stand-up comedian when he's older for sure, But he's like an old man stuck in a kid body, and he's like over everybody else's shenanigans, except for when he wants to act like a big kid. I love it when I can actually catch him acting like a kid. He's usually just so serious. Now, the grown Capricorns I know online tend to be very, I want to say flamboyant, but like they don't, like they wear cool clothes and they're not afraid of how they're perceived and things like that. And I'm wondering when that'll kick in for him, because he's very much always worried about how he's being perceived. Or maybe that's your guys' defensive mechanism. But the crazier my outfits are, the more I act like I don't care, the more no one will know that I do care. That makes sense. Sorry if I just busted everybody out. That was my own little personal revelation on my kids. A lot of heavy energy for you, Capricorn. A lot of heavy energy for you guys. But you guys have been waiting for a while for this. This has been... I mean, I talk about all this stuff going down in Aries, but really all this stuff has been going down in Capricorn for like over a year, y'all. So those of you who have been holding on, doing the work and working through this craziness, kudos to y'all. It has been intense, especially for the Caps that I've been reading for. All right. Now, I got the King of Cups here, which is emotionally balanced, but then it's followed immediately by the Dark Heart card. So it's almost like I was saying before. It's a perception of I don't care, right? I'm emotionally balanced. No, you're emotionally cut off. There's difference. What? You didn't balance your emotions. You cut off your emotions. But now what do? Why did you cut off your emotions? Because my emotions were a burden to me. I needed to defend myself from them. I needed to figure out where my manifesting energy comes from. Because I'm getting a strong sense that whatever happened that caused you to go into this mode, it's just like, I'm tired of people either feeding off my energy or feeding me energy, and it ends up being false. And I'm tired of all that. I'm trying to focus on where my core energy comes from, how I can manifest and create with it myself without any other connection. Which we've all been there. What's the problem, though? What's the problem? Well, Capricorns, as much as you could try to hide that giant heart of yours, it's still right there. You don't really like being a hermit, and you don't really like doing all that. You do like, you love love. And you love the loving connections, and you can't just let go of them. And then what we got? We got the Seven of Cups here. So it's still worrying about, I don't want to be alone. I love love. I have a love connection somewhere, but I'm worried about it. I'm worried about temptations coming in and people sipping from other people's cups, and you're allowing that to kind of, sensing a lot of that's probably from the past too, like past energies that you're pulling along with you, just a distrust type of energy, But I do see this is coming to the precipice of an end of a major cycle, right? So you still got the Wheel of Fortune turning for you. You're being invited to go into this cycle again. I have a sensing this is a cycle you've been in before, and you're being invited to either you can do this again, or we can figure out how everybody is responding. See, because you got all three. You got the cat, the monkey, and the reptile there. So you got all the key players of these dimensions right now, right? The reptilian, the monkey, the lion, the cats. And it's just a matter of, if you see how they all are reacting and responding to things, then you immediately, once you can recognize the pattern, that's how you break the cycle. So just and this was over your Jack of Pentacles there. So just keep working on building your own manifesting energy. Don't worry about, the lost connections right at this point. Don't dwell in all of that, don't repeat those paranoid cycles, but definitely keep empowering yourself. Keep doing that work to keep empowering yourself. That is still something healthy that you need to keep doing. Now I see coming out of Ten of Swords, balancing out, right? This is energy you're moving away from. This is the 5D line. This is what your guides are trying to tell you, right? Come on out of that. You know, put that down. You're not a victim. Learn how to balance out your energies. You know, don't be afraid to be, like I said, flamboyant. Don't be afraid of that. This is a rite of passage, right? It is like walking. Look at all them swords. He's got swords up to defend himself. He's walking on them little stones. You know, this is a rite of passage. You are working through. Yeah, this is how you do the work. This is how you do the shadow work. You guys are doing it. Now you got to just keep your thoughts and your words focused on what it is you are manifesting, right? They keep telling this to everybody. This transcends down the line. You're in control. You know, you want to know where your manifesting energy comes from? It comes from where your thoughts and your words are. So you can't hide this from the universe. You know, the reverse hermit, the fears of deceit. You can't hide none of that from the universe. It knows what you're thinking. So be mindful where you're allowing your mind to go, and be mindful of what you're speaking, because you could speak it into existence. Words are spells. You got the world here. She's a trip in this deck, right? So this is, like I said, this is the completion. This is the full completion. You know, like the Wheel of Fortune is 10. This is 21. This is full completion to the point where you are creating a whole new cycle. If you break those patterns, break those old cycles, boom, you open yourself up into a brand new cycle. So you want to be mindful where your thoughts, words are when you are in this type of manifesting energy. Why? Because you are actively creating the new cycle. What you're actively doing right now, your way you're speaking, the way you're creating this new cycle. So be mindful that's what you're doing, because if it's not a good cycle, then you will be back at the Wheel of Fortune trying to break it again, because you would have just created a new cycle that you don't like. All right. Do not blind yourself to the pain. If someone is hurting you, don't blind yourself to it. I've given this advice out before. You know, if you tell somebody, you know, your actions and your words, they're hurting my feelings, and they get mad at you for expressing that, understand you're dealing with a narcissist at that point. But I'm mad at you because that you're offended by what I said offending you. Don't blind yourself to that. Call them out on their bullshit. I'm sorry, I'm a piece of... No. That's not an apology. Don't blind yourself. Do not take on those people's bullshit. All right? Break those cycles of being used. They are not giving you jewelry. They are cutting you and covering you in flies. Keep reaching the surface. Keep looking for those higher perspectives. Keep seeing how to break these cycles of use and abuse here. All right? All right, Capricorn, Aquarius. See how Aquarius is doing. Sorry, guys. I know all these are quick. Always the information for full extended readings for you and just your sign or just you. Information's down below. All right. There's my dog stretching on the couch over there, snoring up a storm. As quiet as it was this morning, that howl that they did earlier, that was terrible. I feel so bad for Cancer. Aquarius. Energies for Aquarius. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. I see a lot of positive energy going on for you. Look, a lot of generosity, but it's like generosity, but defending yourself from being used by people as well. Keeping you in a nice 10 of Pentacles, abundant frequency, really balanced emotions, really following your passion here. You know, kind of like, I like the Jack Wands in this because it's like the siren. What I sing out into the universe what I want, and it just comes into me. I can just sit on the rocks on the shore and just sing out to the universe, and what I need comes into me. That's that type of manifesting energy. And Ace of Pentacles here, right? So that is beautiful, Aquarius. You're figuring out how to, or you figured out how to really stay in that nice abundant frequency right there. On your 40 line, I do see for the most part right around you, still that attitude of gratitude, right? I give generously to the universe, and the universe brings me in beautiful synchronicity moments. You know, I thought she was holding a bowl of fruit there for a while, but I think it's a turtle. It's a turtle on a shell. So it's like, yeah, I take care of the universe takes care of me type deal. Definitely 10 of Cups, loving energy going on around you. Queen of Swords, clear thinking, intellectual, higher perspective on things that are going on, not allowing it to pull you into type of like wordy drama or anything else like that. I see tons of abundance. 3 of Cups here, right? Is really in that great frequency. Get the Prince of Swords here. So it's a little bit of a warning here at the end that they just don't get too impatient, don't get too hasty, don't be too opinionated. But for the rest of this, it just seems really beautiful energy going on around you guys right now, if you choose to tap into it. All right. For your 5D lines, was the higher perspectives trying to tell us that the Empress really nurturing where you're at. Do you see still a bit of a mental prison about some toxic thought pattern that you're having a hard time letting go of, and it has something to do around your heart and where you want to send a message somewhere, right? But you're worried that that message will also cause strife. So it's something going on with these energies. There's a mental prison, and in the middle of it is the Knight of Cups and worrying about causing strife. Now, I've said that with the King of Cups too. There's a difference between being emotionally balanced and cutting yourself off emotionally. There's a difference there. You're not emotionally balanced if you're cut off from your emotions. You're just putting out the perspective of being emotionally balanced on the 3D line. 8 of Pentacles is still calling you to just keep working on your skills and being prudent about that. You know, just maintain these two while you're mentally figuring out what you're going to do with this to resolve it. All right. Get no answers on exactly how you should resolve it because this isn't a personal reading, but it does say something along the lines of he's even got chains on him. So I just feel like there's a strong connection somewhere that you're struggling with, and you want to, resolve it, but you're worried that in just even attempting to resolve it, you will just cause more conflict. Ooh, told you about them chains. Anger and chains. I feel like you're mad that you can't say what you want to say sometimes. You're mad that you can't just do what you need to do sometimes. You're mad that you can see how you can fix, clear up, whatever, resolve these conflicts with one person, but you just can't see how you can't do it without causing conflict for somebody else. And it's got you a little bit aggravated and irritated in the chains. And now you can't be afraid to be vulnerable. This is really calling you to be open, to be vulnerable, to explain it more, this is, I'm getting a strong sense that it's that King of Cups from the 3D line is more of a detached emotional person rather than someone who can balance their emotions. There's someone that has just gotten so habituary of backing away from their emotions and looking at it from an outside perspective that they no longer, they struggle to come off as genuine. And people have a hard time taking them as genuine because they usually come off, especially for people who are sensitive to the empathic shit. They can tell when your words don't match your energy. They can tell when you say, I love you, and it's hollow. They can tell when you say, I'm having a good time, but it's clear that you're not. Even if you're smiling and playing along, they can pick it up. People don't think you're smarter than everybody else. Don't think that you're smarter than the universe, and don't be afraid to be vulnerable. All right, Pisces. I saw a post the other day. It was talking about, it was like, there's no way that Jesus was born on Christmas. There's no way a Capricorn would sacrifice themselves for the rest of mankind. And then the whole thread went off, and we're like, we all agree they had to have been a Pisces. The reason this symbol is the fish. But you guys are all love and light until you're losing your shit and flipping tables and whipping people. I'm sorry, I just thought that was funny. My apologies to anybody who's religious who I may have offended, though I don't see how. Thank you, Ralph. All right, Pisces, I see you guys are making a huge shift as well. Energy's moving away from worry of lack, moving away from carrying others' burdens, moving into your own power, moving into an attitude of gratitude, moving away from overindulging, codependent, addictive energies. How beautiful, Pisces. Way to rocket. Coming into Samhain. This is the Witch's New Year's for us. I do see there is some things that have not been brought into the light, that you're still kind of defending yourself. If this is a mental battle going on, something still needs to be come out to light, something's still quite not right, still kind of defending yourself from it. But at the same time, you're really trying to just assign positive meanings, trying to hold on to those positive memories and release the negative memories as the lessons that they have taught you, right? And keeping on to the pleasant memories. But remember, I think I said this to Sag too. Don't try to recreate the past. Assign those, hold on to the pleasant memories, but understand that that's what makes them precious, is you can't recreate them. Always look to recreating new memories, right? Keep following your passions and balancing your cups. Look at this. Very balanced masculine energy going on right now. So definitely keep following your visions towards the future and keep following what you love. And that will help you keep balancing your emotions, because if you're always doing what you love, then it's easy to stay in the love abundance frequency. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Pisces, awesome way to round out this day. All right. You got a strong love connection around you. something you're fiercely defensive of, right? This is not defensive, but territorial, I would say, to a sense. What? This is my cup. This is my person. And I'm going to build my defenses around so that people don't knock me down out of my energy, where I can stay at the frequency with my person. Breaking through illusions, right? So don't fake it, and just remember, always turn around and check on your other sides, right? Because she's up looking at the sky. The sky looks all beautiful and everything else, but then down here, he's crying and she's crying in this part of the picture. Right? So it's like, don't delude yourself with delusions to the point where you can't see when your person is in pain. It's not outside forces you need to defend them from. It looks like they need some help defending themselves from themselves. All right? Keep working on your skills. Don't forget to be generous. Don't be generous to the point where it's detrimental to you, but be generous with those around you. That will also help you get into your attitude of gratitude. Also, if you're new and working on skills, instead of trying to sell them right away, how about try giving them away as gifts for a while? And that will help bring in more of that abundant frequency for you. Oh, goodness. One time I didn't put Do Not Disturb on. All right. Pisces, wake up. Get out of bed. Y'all are the sleepingest people I've ever met in my life. I don't know a single Pisces that can't sleep for like 12, 13 hours straight, no problem. Don't avoid life. Sleeping it away. All right? And I see that busting through part of that illusion too, that illusion things too. What you're sleeping perchance to dream. What? Because the dream world is so much more entertaining and so much more fun than the real world. Don't stop wasting all your time. If you are going to do this as a distraction, or you have been, you need to take a serious vision quest. Stop sleeping. Start doing sleep hypnosis. Start doing sleep healing frequencies. Start doing meditations instead of sleeping. Try not to go to sleep. We a lot of us in the community, we talk about the theta beta waves, singing bowls, tuning forks, things of that nature. Stay awake and try to have a genuine vision quest, not just sleeping for the illusions of getting a dream. Alrighty, let's see. Let's get one magic card before I bounce out on y'all. As always, if you'd like this, please like, share, subscribe, spank my bell, click my like button, tell me that y'all liked it. And any reading information is right there at the bottom. Some magic that we can all be focusing on this week. I got the power symbol here and the mystic stars. The mystic star, harmony in the home and great friendships. That is what we are all working for, right? That is what all this shutdown and everything else has been about. What? Do you like your home? And do you like the connections that you're in? Because you should have harmony in your home and great friendships in your life. We all deserve that. And we also got the power symbol here. Cleanse, purify, and protect your physical body. Take care of your vessel. Like I said, I'm doing my big water challenge. Again here, nothing until I'm done with that water to help me cleanse and purify my body. Cleanse and purify your body. Also cleanse and purify your spirit. Release those toxic connections. Release those toxic thought patterns. And empower yourself. You'd be surprised. Empowering your body does empower yourself and helps boost your confidence. All right. I love y'all. That's all I got for this Friday. I said I did ask before for anybody who stuck around this long. Let me know what you guys think about the twin flame soulmate past life readings, whether I should do 2 signs or just 1 sign per video. All right. I love y'all. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and windy paths with me. As always, take care of yourselves, and I will catch you later.